Hello everyone, my name is Megabase, and this is episode 19 of my Minecraft Let's Play series, Shifted Reality. And as always, I would like to hit 500 subscribers before the end of the year, so help me out by liking, subscribing, and commenting on this video. Today we are going to get to the interior of our main castle keep, and for this we are going to be decorating with vertical slabs in vanilla Minecraft. Come watch as I show you how it's done. Now, I'm sure you're wondering what I mean when I say I'm going to decorate with vertical slabs in this one. But first, let's get a floor in here. Oh, wow, that was quick. Alright, well, I'm going to need a ceiling before I move on, right? Wait, what? Oh. Okay, the ceiling is done. But can't really call it a main entrance to keep without a door, right? Oh, okay, those are done already. Okay, fine. What about the door on the other end of the... Oh. Alright, I guess I'm out of excuses. Time to explain what I mean about using vertical slabs in this design. You see, ever since Mojang did an update to the walls, they used to be, if you put a wall on one level, and then you put a wall on the second level, it would create a gap between, you would have a visible gap between the two walls. But since they changed it so the walls connect vertically as well, it gets this really neat effect once you put in a wall next to a solid pillar. You end up with this half slab look. As well, on the bottom, the wood trim. So you see, it's not even really a trick or anything. Mojang quietly gave us vertical slabs in the form of walls, many updates ago. And no one is realizing it. No one's using it. All you ever see is people go on the Minecraft live stream saying, hey, where's our vertical slabs? Like, you have them. They are right there in front of you. It's not a trick. It's not difficult. You just start out designing with them. So show me what you can do with your vertical slabs. Alright, so let's see how my grand entrance hall has turned out. So you step in here, and you're immediately met with a hall lined with torches, and I believe all the base banners of everyone on the server who has created a base banner. I mean, obviously, like, I don't have mine yet, and I'm sure there's a few other people on the server who haven't created a base banner of their own yet. And if anyone else ever does, then I'll have to readjust the way this hangs. But this is just to give an idea of like, hey, yep, these are all the people we believe who are below us. And then we'll come in here to where we have our grand throne room. We are going to put in a gallery on these three walls here. And right along this wall is where we're going to put up our 4 thrones to represent the royal family. And I'm probably going to carve out a window or 2 here and here. Maybe 3. I'm not sure yet. And for the floor, I wanted something that really screamed elegance, and time and money went into this. And so what I did is I went out and I searched for some 8-bit artwork, and I came across a 8-bit gemstone, which I then translated into the colors of the Minecraft wood types and created this little pattern of gems and wealth on the floor of my castle throne room. So as a general rule, I try to avoid decorating with trapdoors, not because I don't like the look that it can give you, but there's certain people on the server who'll come around and just flip them all for randomness sake. And so that's why I'm putting up this railing with iron trapdoors, because the iron trapdoors allow you to have that effect, but keeps anyone from coming up and flipping them randomly without, adding a redstone signal. And I've talked about how to do this in one of the shorts that I have made early on when I started doing these videos. But in order to get the vertical trapdoors like this, all you do is you apply a redstone signal to flip it up. And then yes, I have the scaffolding to tell me which direction is which. Put down your piston, move it out, break, and repeat. So this is one without a piston. I'm coming around to this side and doing the same thing. And just like that, I have my vertical trapdoors that aren't randomly going to be flipped around on me by people who think that's funny. Downside, of course, it takes, a fair amount of iron that you then have to smelt down and turn into trapdoors so that you can easily, have enough to do it. But that is what it is. I tell you it's a slow, meticulous process, but I cannot deny the results. Sure, it may use up a lot of iron, it may have taken a bit of time, but I do love the way the iron railing looks as such a stark contrast to the wood. And it's going to look even better when I start decorating these walls, because I'm going to be incorporating more quartz, which is going to blend in with the white of the iron trapdoors. See, there's always somebody who will flip a trapdoor if there's a trapdoor to be flipped. So Red Ore was on earlier, and he logged off right in about this spot. I thought, hey, maybe it'd be funny if he logged back on and found himself in a cage. But, and it's open on the top, so he probably has rockets or something to just scaffold his way out. It's not actually going to capture him, and it's actually one of those unfortunate little pranks that I probably won't be online when he actually does log in again, since we're on opposite sides of the world. But it got me thinking, this is supposed to be a castle of a mad king, right? What if I put on display villagers from the different biomes that he has captured? So I'll just bring them up in here, get them inside, bar them off, and break the boats or whatever. And then I'll have villagers on display. That might help with the lore of this. I'm going to give that a try. Now, ideally, we would collect a NitWit villager from each of the different biomes. And that might take a little while, so I'm not sure if this is the best idea. But what do you think? If I have my throne over here, do you think a mad king would keep the victims of all of the lands that he's conquered on display in his throne room? As a show of his strength and power? Leave your comment down below if you think I should go with this idea. I find it interesting, since I use walls so much, that walls don't block light as solid blocks do. As I do the interior and I light up, obviously, each section as I go, so as to make sure there's no mob spawning inside my base, it ends up creating this little visual guide of where I have finished developing the interior and where I still have to go by just looking at the light level of the tower. But mainly I'm looking at the 3 new windows I added. I might need to add some sort of decorative element underneath each of them on the outside. The inside I think are looking pretty good, but the outside I'm not entirely sold on. And then as I sit in the throne room gazing upon my captured NitWit villager, I have to ask myself, what kind of throne would a mad king and would-be emperor sit on? And I think it's obvious. It's going to be a netherite throne. What do you think? And who sits on the king's right hand? Why, it would be the crown prince on his throne of diamond. And on the king's left hand will be the crown princess on her throne of gold. And finally, to the crown prince's right hand will sit the second prince, always observing and learning, but never ruling, because he lives under the shadow of his older brother. Now I want to get some banners for my base, and for that I'm going to need some black dye, which is why I'm here hanging around this ocean monument, because as guardians spawn, they will target and kill the octopus for me, so I just need to wait around until I get enough that I need for the banners that I'm planning on making. Now in this entryway I have everyone's base flags, and I told Bias that once I created my throne room, I would have a base flag of my own. And since it's me and my family, I went with one base flag pattern that I got off of Planet Minecraft. It was labeled as House Blackfire flag by Aaron V. Fantasia 47. And I just changed up the colors based on what my kids wanted. So mine is red on black, white on blue, black on pink, and black on green. Same flag, just mixed up with colors to individualize it for each one of us. I had actually completely forgot where I put this janky little swamp villager breeder. And that's kind of the problem, since there's no natural spawning swamp villages. If I do want to get a NitWit from every biome for display in my throne room, I'm going to need to hang around this villager breeder until not only do they breed villagers, they breed NitWits for me. And since NitWits don't come around that often, it's going to take a little while. And I'm sure some people might say, it's like, oh, you can't get a NitWit from breeding. Like, well, no, that's only Java. Bedrock villagers can breed NitWits. You just gotta wait for it. And I'm going to try and speed up this process a little bit, because I don't want to hang around the swamp for like 3 years. And of course, by speeding up the process, I just mean adding more farms so I can grow more wheat and make my own bread to feed directly to the villagers to speed up their breeding process, rather than waiting on them to craft their own food source and start going into the villager making process. Well, I just knew if I kept expanding the farm, making more bread, throwing in there, killing off villagers I didn't need, eventually I would get him. My NitWit swamp villager. Oh, you're gonna look so good in my throne room. And this is how we get him out. And then I just put that block back there. And we have now extracted a NitWit swamp villager. Here we go. Well, now I have a bunch of villager breeders all over the server, but I have my final NitWit. You may be wondering why I am taking NitWit villagers. And the reason for that is NitWits have a unique place in Minecraft. In the fact that they are not productive, they can not produce any jobs, making them basically useless to society which means they're obviously the politicians and leaders of the Minecraft villages. So I decided to run over to the Nether real quick to pick up some soul soil, because I decided to wanted some blue flames in my throne room. And when I came out, I saw this barrel, another gift from the First Reich for the King of Minovate Land, and one single rocket and 2 golden apples. Well, I suppose it's a little better than the netherrack he gave us last time. Well, overall, I am liking the way the throne room is turning out. I might come back and add some more to this, but I need to start getting to the back rooms. So I did manage to be online when Red next logged on, and sure enough, I put it in the right spot and had him trapped. And as predicted, we did have a way of getting out since I left the top open, but what I didn't expect was that he used a wind charge to pop himself out. And then Train was asking for some help collecting basalt in order to finish and build the roads at Bias's base that he is working on with him. Do you think I should be adding more of these quick time lapses or speed runs of collecting resources in these episodes? Let me know. Alright, so I had a couple requests on our Discord of people wanting to buy things from me. Train wants to get some amethyst crystals, and I haven't really been collecting them, so I really only just have this stack and a half or so. And really want some of my gunpowder, which is really about 4.5 stacks that I have. And they're both asking how much they should be worth, or how much I would charge if they wanted to buy them. And if that's since March, and all I've really collected is about a stack of diamonds in the entire time I've been playing the game. And equally, I've got about a stack of shards and 4.5 stacks of gunpowder. I don't know. Do you think 9 diamonds or 1 diamond block is a valid price to ask for a stack of gunpowder or shards? I mean, obviously it'd be a lot lower if I had some sort of farm set up, but I've been kind of trying to minimize my use of farms in this and haven't really developed any, so let me know in the comments if you think I'm overcharging, but that's what I'm going to go with. And there we go. Crystals for Train, 9 diamonds. And gunpowder for Releg at 9 diamonds as well. And we'll see if they come by to pick these up, or if they think the price is too steep and offer a counter price later. Well, Train has been back and he did not like the initial offer, and honestly I did feel like the offer was a bit too high. And hello, he's watching me. Okay. Well, I did think the offer was a bit too high, so I am going to maybe change it once more. Let's see. 3 diamonds and I show you a geode. I really wish we had some form of voice chat, or specifically a proximity voice chat, to work with Minecraft. Mojang really needs to build that into the game for online and multiplayer servers. It would be so nice for these kind of interactions. Ultimately, with any real sale, you have to weigh against the difficulty of collecting the item in the quantity that you have versus the difficulty of just strip mining for a diamond. So let's see what he says. Hey, he took it. Of course, now I have to remember where that geode was. Let's see. Over here, maybe? Yeah, we can get to it from here. Here it is, 1 geode. And most of the buds are exposed. Wait, where'd he go? And most of the buds are already exposed for him. what do you think? 3 diamonds for a full stack to get them started, and a unlimited supply after that? Do you think that was a fair trade, or do you think I overcharged him? Let me know in the comments, as always. Well, in the end, Real did come around and pick up the gunpowder for 9 diamonds, and he gave me 2 stacks of oak logs that I was needing with no questions or additional payment needed. And I think I'm in Real's debt now. I definitely think I owe him something for the oak logs, because they are going to be useful for finishing up the interior levels of our castle expansion. And we had a new player recently join, and since most of us are pretty well established with our bases, since we've been going at this since March, I decided to leave a little gift for him just to help him get started a little bit quicker. And these were all trades from my villagers. Look at this. I'm just innocently working on my base. I come out here and all of a sudden there's a creeper sound. No creeper in sight. Heading to my storage in order to get some more blocks so I can finish up the interior and get this episode out. Walk through here. There's another creeper sound. Somebody trapped or booby trapped my base with a bunch of little creeper things. Look at this. Well, I guess, thank you for the free creeper head. Alright, Nearly Strawberry, come check this out.
Bruh. Remove that.
What do you think?
Amazing. I already saw it in the Realm stories, though.
Bro!
I have not got the center tower done yet.
Ooh, there's a hole.
Hole?
See, now you know there's no easy way up from there yet, right?
Oh no.
You have to run all the way around now?
I've come into the inner workings of the castle.
God. Oh no. Ah, Jesus! Dad! Hold on! Wait for me!
Dad, what did you do to these walls?
Yeah, admittedly, they need some decoration yet back here, but...
Ambassador? Since when was Red Orb an ambassador?
Well, the idea I was having is all these rooms, at least on the first 2 levels, will be available to be decorated by different members of the server.
But they have their own bases.
Yeah, I know, but, you know, this is their base away from their base.
Wow, this is actually kind of cool.
Whoa!
Alright, do you guys see what the pattern is on the floor up here?
Yes, it's a gem.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh yeah, I do see it. I see it.
Alright, and then you come back here.
Dad, if
Why?
you knock me off, I'm going to kill you in Minecraft if you knock
I'm not knocking you off.
Yeah, well, you knocked me off once, so how can I trust you that you won't knock me off a second time?
Why are these rooms so big?
They're just large empty rooms that haven't been put to use
These are
yet.
such small hallways for such big rooms.
Well, I kept
It's
the
like
hallways.
a maze, Dad. You made a maze.
Well, I kept the hallway small to maximize
Space.
the space for the rooms.
And then you got the upper room.
Yep. And then
You got
here,
the balcony.
this balcony is actually the arrow slits where I was shooting at you from. Yeah, so in order to test the effectiveness of the arrow slits, I did do a 2v1 PvP with my kids. They were using their magical bows, and I was just using a plain wooden one. And as predicted, they weren't able to target a single arrow through the arrow slit from the ground level. Whilst I pretty much had free range to keep targeting them. And granted, we kind of kept it limited to one spot, so I wasn't switching windows or anything else. I do think it would be kind of fun to get a large group of people and design a castle defense with multiple slots to cover all fields of view and get Molten Archer for each one and lay siege to the castle. But, you know, future goals, I guess. The only thing I didn't test, though, was fireworks. I wonder if the explosion would pass through the wall.
Oh, wow. That is actually super efficient. And you can never be attacked. You
Yeah,
wanna go
I
upstairs?
found your
In
bedroom.
the medieval ages.
Then up here, you notice it's labeled with my banner for my room.
I like the use of copper doors.
Where's my room? Oh, I don't get a room.
Sure you do get a room. Follow me.
My room!
That looks so strange.
Oh!
Jade, I found your room.
Yep.
I found it first.
Yeah, I did.
Did you use
Oh,
your
this one's
doors?
Felix's. Why does Jay get the biggest room? Bruh.
Because I'm the youngest.
Bruh.
Don't attack
So you
Dad.
can decorate this room however you want. Change the floor, change the ceiling.
Wait, we can change the
Decorate.
floor?
Yep.
Nice. I'm going to change it to
Okay, I'm gonna start changing it right now.
You can't, replace the
Oh,
walls, but you can cover
man.
the walls with another block if you like.
Okay, Dad, I'm gonna start replacing the floor right now. Oh man.
But hopefully the next
Wait,
episode will be
Dad,
it's all moved in.
I don't know how to get. Dad, I don't know how to get the slab. Dad, you should put you should make a roof, and then above that roof you should put water blocks or infinite water sources. So then you get that water dripping effect to make it seem like this is damp and dark.
Ooh, I like that idea actually.
That'd be actually really cool though.
I do like that idea. That's a good idea. Well, everyone, thank you for tuning in. If you got this far, I do hope that you liked and commented. And, of course, don't forget to subscribe. This has been a much longer episode in the making with school and extracurricular activities with the family. Things are just getting a little more hectic. And it's time to work on these Santa things. So I will need to try and readjust and find smaller projects for a little bit more bite-sized episodes. But this was a big work in progress, and I hope you enjoyed. Have a good one, everyone. Bye.